Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Dakota, the place where we decode the hidden stories in business reports. And boy, do we have a story about Flexible Solutions International Inc. Today, it's all about how they're sharing their financial results, and let's just say the numbers might have some surprises. Before we dive in, if you like getting these company insights without all the corporate jargon, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And hey, we've got a growing community on Discord talking all things finance, so hop in. The link is in the description below. So what exactly are we looking at here? This is a Form 8K filing, which is like a special bulletin from companies to the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC. They use it to announce big news that investors need to know about right away. Think of it as the company's way of saying, hey, this is important, pay attention. And the big news for Flexible Solutions International Inc. is all about their financial results for the second quarter of 2025. They're officially telling the world how things went from April to June of that year. The report itself is dated August 15th, 2025, but the earliest event it talks about is August 14th, 2025. This marks the day they actually released a press release about their second quarter financial results. Following up on that, the very next day, August 15th, they held a conference call. Now, Flexible Solutions International Inc. is incorporated in Alberta, Canada. You might know them from their common stock trading under the symbol FSI on the NYSE American Stock Exchange. The main point of this filing is to officially announce what they talked about in their press release and at the conference call. So the critical event here is the release of their financial results for the second quarter that ended on June 30th, 2025. And then they followed up with a conference call the next day to discuss those results and anything else that was on their mind about the company's progress. As part of this report, they've included specific documents that provide more detail. The most important of these are the actual press release from August 14th. And the text of the remarks made by Daniel B. Ockham, the President and Chief Executive Officer, during that August 15th conference call. These documents are where the actual numbers and the company's own commentary on them reside. And signing off on this report is none other than Daniel B. Ockham himself, the President and CEO. This shows that the information being presented is officially acknowledged and authorized by the company's top leadership. So let's get to the good stuff, the financial results. While this filing itself doesn't contain the detailed financial tables, it points us directly to the press release and the conference call where those juicy numbers were discussed. Based on the description, we know they announced their financial results for the second quarter of 2025. This is the moment we get to see how the company is performing in terms of revenue, profits, and overall financial health. We need to remember that a press release is often a curated look at the company's performance. They will highlight the positive aspects and try to frame even struggling numbers in the best possible light. That's why digging into the actual numbers, if they were available in this filing, is so crucial. But since this is just announcing the release of those numbers, we have to infer what might have been said. Typically, a second quarter report would cover revenue, cost of goods sold, operating expenses, and the resulting net income or loss. Investors would be looking for growth in revenue year over year and quarter over quarter, improvements in profit margins, and a solid cash flow. For Flexible Solutions International Inc., understanding these financial results is particularly important, given their listing on the NYSE American. This means they are subject to US reporting standards and are under the scrutiny of American investors as well as the SEC. Companies in any sector are always trying to show growth and profitability. If they reported a strong second quarter, it would likely mean they sold more products or services, managed their costs effectively, and perhaps launched new initiatives that are paying off. Conversely, if the results were weaker, we'd be looking for explanations like increased competition, higher operating costs, or slower sales. When these results are presented, a key number to watch is revenue. Did it go up compared to the same time last year? If revenue stagnates or declines, that's a red flag. Then there's profitability. Are they making money after covering all their expenses? Net income is the bottom line. Even if revenue is growing, if costs are growing faster, the company could be losing money. The conference call mentioned in the filing is also a vital part of this communication. This is where management gets to elaborate on the numbers, provide context, and answer questions from analysts and investors. You can often glean a lot from the tone of the call, the types of questions asked, and how management responds. Are they confident and optimistic, or are they hedging their statements and sounding uncertain? We would also be looking at any forward-looking statements made on the call. What are their expectations for the rest of the year? Do they see growth continuing, or are challenges ahead? This is where management tries to guide the market's perception of the company's future prospects. Now, if we had the actual financial tables here, A Warren Buffett-style analysis would involve looking for consistency and predictability. He often talks about investing in companies with a long track record of increasing earnings. He'd scrutinize the balance sheet for things like debt levels. Is the company too leveraged? Meaning it owes more than it can comfortably pay back. He'd also look at the management team. Are they competent, honest, and do they have a clear vision? Let's imagine some potential scenarios that might have been discussed. Perhaps Flexible Solutions International Inc. saw increased sales because of a new product launch that resonated well with customers. This would be great news, suggesting effective product development and marketing, or maybe they managed to cut costs in manufacturing or operations, which would boost profit margins even if sales didn't skyrocket. On the flip side, maybe the report revealed that while sales were up, the cost of raw materials also increased significantly, eating into profits. Or perhaps a key market segment experienced a slowdown, affecting their top-line revenue. Another thing to consider is the competitive landscape within their industry. Are there many other companies vying for the same customers? If so, maintaining market share and profitability can be a constant battle. The fact that they are based in Canada but listed on a US exchange also brings in currency exchange rates as a potential factor influencing their financial results, although this filing does not provide specific details on that. From an investor's perspective, this filing is the official signal that the company is sharing its performance. It's the starting point for anyone wanting to understand the company's current financial standing. Without the actual numbers from the press release or conference call, we can only speculate on the details. But the process itself tells us a lot about corporate transparency and reporting standards. Looking at the larger picture, Flexible Solutions International Inc. operates in a dynamic market. The success of their second quarter would depend on various factors like consumer demand, economic conditions, and their ability to innovate and adapt to an ever-changing business environment. Any significant changes in leadership, as indicated by the CEO signing the report, are also usually a signal of important strategic shifts or a response to performance. This filing is essentially a snapshot. It tells us that the company has put out its performance report and that its CEO has vouched for it. To truly understand the company's health, one would need to access and analyze the detailed financial statements that were the subject of this report. The filings like this are crucial for maintaining investor confidence, ensuring that companies are accountable for their financial reporting. It's the bedrock of a fair and functioning stock market. Now, what's my take on this? While this specific 8K doesn't give us the raw financial data, it highlights the company's commitment to timely disclosure. Releasing financial results promptly and holding a follow-up conference call are good practices. The key determinants of the company's actual health, though, lie in the specifics of those financial results, which we'd need to see. Are they growing revenue consistently? Are the profits improving? Or are they under pressure? Are they managing their debt effectively? These are the questions that would be answered by those missing financial tables. Without them, we can't make a definitive judgment on their direction, but we know where to look for the details. Alright, that's our breakdown of this 8K filing from Flexible Solutions International Inc. While it's more of an announcement, it's a critical step in corporate communication. What's your guess on how their second quarter turned out? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this decoding helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into the financial world. And don't forget to join our Discord community to keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.